Hey, Rover people, why don't you phone a friend, have some fun, get out of your garage and stop repairing your head gasket. Call sexy young other people that you don't know right now on 0891 27 27. That's 0891 27 27 27. They don't have engine jam. Hello there! Welcome to Monday, which in a very predictable turn of events has actually coincided with it being Sunday yesterday. So yes, hello and welcome. And I hope you've all had fantastic weeks and weekends. Because if I just wish you a fantastic week, then that's kind of implying that I don't give a shit whether your weekend were good or not. So yes, I hope you've had fantastic weeks and weekends, not weekends. I don't want your ends to be weak. If you're gonna have an end, it needs to be strong and powerful. A strong, powerful end. That's what you need to have. And then I don't mean like a end as in a death. You don't want one of them either. You want just a strong, powerful. Anyway, welcome. And it is Monday once again. We have quizzes lined up, and we also have people in the Chattertronics. So let's have a look who's here. Stickman TV was here at 10 to 5. 7:15, Barry was here and he said, hello all. And then he said, calm. And then he told us that he'll be busy this afternoon. So I hope you're enjoying being busy. Stephen Cook was here at 7:30. Good evening to all on this live stream. Working on good names for the quizzical and testicles. And then he smashed a loads of buttons. Hello there, says Alex. I've just smashed the lit button with a bus. How painful. Yes, I hope you manage to get to A&E if you need to. And Raimi is here, and he says, "Evening, Beetle Man. Hope that you are well. I am well." And a good segue. Oh, this light's not on. Hang on. There you go. A good segue there, Raimi. I did say Raimi. Just sounded it to me like I said Amy. I didn't. I did say Raimi. I've got the photos that the chap took when he did the Beetle. So you can see him in the background there. There's quite a few. Oh look, there's no floor there. Anyway, so yeah, they'll be on in background. Tony's biggest fans. We're hoping Tony will be taking over the stream tonight. I think he's still downstairs. Dick Dastardly. Oh, Dastardly, sorry. He's dropped the dick again. Tonight's thumbnail is looming large on my TV. Obviously, the great Kenneth Williams and even the even greater Tony are on either side. But there appears to be a thing made out of bacon and baked beans in the middle. Yes, that's a bacon monster. I can't remember what I used that on. Oh yeah, I can. Well, anyway, greetings, people of the well, hello there's. Greetings, Dick Dastardly. Well, hello there. Someone says, Jeebus, I'm a spanner. You've been a spanner for ages, Simone. I have just smashed the like button. Thank you, Stefan. And of course, everybody, feel free to smash the like button. Marley is back on the road, and the only way to celebrate that is to have a video. Now, this is a video I've not seen myself, so if it includes any sort of X-rated footage or adult material, I do apologise, but we shall endeavour not to be put off by the potential horrors that could lie within.
Hello, it's Alex. Hello, it's Alex. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Hello,
I'm not in my hallway. All the cars are gone. Apart from this one. It is the next day, and I am in my hallway. And it's just as cold out here. Hello, it's Alex. I think there's a bit of sick in my mouth. Jessie's moist. Hello, it's Alex. Thanks for watching. Bye. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hello, it's Alex. Thanks for watching. Bye. We're going so fast. Hello, it's Alex. Hello, it's Alex. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hello, it's Alex. Thanks for watching. Bye. Can I go to bed now?
Udjudge did that. Thank you, Udjudge. That was quite funny. I liked that one. There we go. Hello, it's Alex. Hooray for Marley, says Udjudge, because as before with that video, if you might remember back in the midst of time before that video started, Alex confirmed to us all that Marley is back on the road, not was back on the road, is back on the road. And Marley has had quite a lot of love lately. He's had quite a lot of Marley love. Yes, he's had 2 rear wheel bearings, a prop shaft bearing and mount, 2 new shock absorbers. Did you do a front wheel bearing as well, Alex? I think she did. Yeah, there you go. So Marley's had quite a lot of bearing love, and now he's all quiet and good. I smashed the button specifically for liking. Well, that's good. I'm glad there is one of those. I'd be worried if there wasn't. It's been too bloody hot. It has been very hot. We had the pleasure of being in prison on Saturday, and it was surprisingly cool in prison. I mean, not super cool, not like, ooh, this is a nice cold temperature. It was still warm, but it wasn't as warm as it was outside. I saw Alex last weekend. The judge did. I saw the Juju. Alex did see the Juju. I'm travelling north at the end of the week. This is good news. Simone is travelling up to us. You'll have to remind me on that WhatsApp chat thing, Simone, what's happening, because I've been a bit out of it. I think, and then we're travelling to Norwich or something. You'll have to tell me what the plan is. Has anyone done anything like a bus? I mean, a coach is like a bus, isn't it? Oh, and I mean, that's a USB-C. And USB stands for Universal Serial Bus, doesn't it? So that's like a bus. Hi, can't stop. Only just off to see my mum because I'm an arsehole and had a nap. Well, you should have naps. It's good having naps. How's the Porsche / Beetle? It's all right. I did some fiddling on it the other day. There is a video that I've just uploaded, and then there's another one that I need to edit. Yes, I did quite a lot the other day that I didn't film. But what I'll do is I'll do a video going over that later, so we can see what's going on with them. But yes, exactly. It's coming along. Hi, bye, Matt. Matt is a member, and he's been a member for 13 months. Very good, Matt. Just a judge. How would one translate into French? Well, hello there. Mr. Lloyd is doing a live at the same time. How dare he? How dare he? Exactly. That is true. How dare he? Our Monday Night Live from 8 o'clock is a staple of the YouTube car community. Everybody knows about it. But these newcomers, they think they can just hop on with their tens of thousands of subscribers. Has he got tens of thousands? I can't remember. And just start doing lives willy-nilly in place of ours. The very nerve indeed. I am outraged. I am not only outraged, I am quite unplussed. This is brilliant, says someone. I assume she's talking about when we were watching Judge's video thing. How dare he indeed, exactly. Mr. Lloyd of Lloyd's Bank, is that? Says Dick. Lol, well done, says Alex. Well, you can't have too many hello, it's Alex. This is true. This is true. Another woeful wonderful Judge video. I told Jovis his stupidity. Joseph. What did I say? Jervis. I told Jervis. I'll not change it. Jervis Boyd. I told Jervis Boyd his stupidity to do a live where there's more. Oh, for God's sakes. Hang on. Yeah. And then all of a sudden they go batshit crazy and start stabbing people. Yeah.
I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. I don't think so.
I told Joseph his stupidity to do a live when there is a more important quizzical. Thank you, Alex, for standing up for me. A little tribute to Alex's assets. Thank you, Julie. Well done. Stephen S. Paul is here. I'm not very good at wording today, am I? Hello, English people in this chat. See, this is Stephen S. Paul has done it correctly. He's saying hello to people in this chat. This one here. This very chat. Not anybody else's. Well, in fact, you know what we could do? You know what we could do? Do you remember when we did this before? Hang on. Oh, hang on.
Cat food. Arriving today with Prime. That's off your mind. So now...
Are you ready?
Mr. Duncan might have something else because he's because we're at his house. Fine, yeah. If I am driving, well, I should wait to have something like a master. So we are responsible people this evening, so I will have some more. Right, so we'll go on to the first topic for tonight, which is the Colt Car Company.
So we'll just see if Joseph realises, and then when he has done, we'll leave them. But yeah, fancy doing a live at the same time as us. How rude.
I don't remember now if
I don't know what they're talking about. I honestly don't know what they're talking about.
But Mitsubishi's getting a 5-year warranty, so technically some of those Mitsubishi, the last one looking like the ASX with Kipps Cross. I still have the warranty. I think they're still supporting them more.
He's not looking, is he? He's not looking.
Gloucester, I think. Sorry, Cirencester, that's it, Cirencester. So a lot of the fresh cars on Mitsubishis were like WT something. So you'll see what you guys. I was asked a question earlier on by a viewer.
Oh, this is boring. He's not even reading his comments.
Focus, Mark II gear saloon. He asked me a question. He said, what are the top 3 Mitsubishis imported by the Colt Car?
Well, I'm going to just go through and read some more of our comments.
Right.
USB, like a bus, brilliant. Dastardly. Well, hello there in French. Maybe et bien bonjour, la, but that sounds weird. It does. Universal cereal breakfast. Very good, Simone. Sticking with you as we can talk about diesels on this channel. This is true. We can talk about diesels. So he's not looking, is he? Well, let's forget that then. That was a fail. I expected him to see the chat comment and get a bit confused, but no, that was a bit rubbish. Dear mind. Robbie's here. He says, "Well, hello there." I still haven't done a well, hello there video again yet. Well, hello there, Rob. Yeah. Hello there, Rob. Hey, Rob. I bet it felt good to finally get that Van Gogh. Hey. Beards and bangers at bien bonjour thingamajig. I can see Roger. Streamception, exactly. Live Inception is back. Oh, I don't know. I weren't looking. Alex. Yeah, I don't know whether can you see that? I couldn't see. Hey, yeah, she is. Good evening. Oh, sorry, I'm late. That's fine. It's not a problem. You're here now. That's all that matters. Joseph's live is not as colourful and inclusive. This is true. I can't think of any lives that are as colourful, to be honest. And heaven forbid, when I finally get my arse in gear, take them guitars down and paint that wall green, and then start having mad videos in background. Oh, you're gonna be tripping. It was more fun when we teased Captain Mustard. What did we do? You'll have to remind me of that. I know we did a thing, didn't we? Where I had like 6 or 5 or 6. Yeah, you'll have to remind me about that. Good news about Marley. Yes, thank goodness. Well, that's that. We're at the bottom of the comments. That's it. I'm just going to sit here now then. Oh, here we go. Simone's put a comment in. I put on my new gazebo today. Unlike Hub, it was not a 60-second erection. What have you got a gazebo for? Boobs, says Jujuj. Is the gazebo for Buddy? Asks Alex. Maybe it is. It is. Simone confirms. This is fantastic viewing, Simon. Ooh, what's this feature? There's a little pencil I thought I could draw on a screen. Right. Seems everybody's quiet. Let's get into a Kahoot. Excuse me. It seems only right that we go for this one. Oh dear, pardon me. Pow! You see that? I timed it quite well. Oh, very good. A gazebo to keep Buddy cool. A little Buddy gazebo. Yeah, because Alex, Simone's got that little shed thing. Yeah, but you can't fit a bike in there, can you? It's like the size of an outside toilet. But full of stuff. Simon says, Alex, do you feel the urge to go surfing? I must say, surfing is always something that I thought, I could see myself having a go at that. To be honest, I think just buying a surfboard is more what I want. It's same with skateboards, actually. I made a skateboard when I was, I think I must have been 15-ish, maybe a year younger than that, at school, like a proper concave deck. It was amazing. And I wish I could do it again. Actually, I might do. That might be an interesting video. Yeah, I might make one to put on the car. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? What was I saying? Oh yeah, but I like the idea of surfboards, the structures themselves. Yeah, I'd be terrible at surfing because I don't really like water. I'd go in if it were warm. No, I'd get over it. I'd have a go. Thinking I was healthy was lovely until last night when my ears started aching. Turns out my sinuses are clear, but it's now spread to my ears. Well, that's bad. I mean, at least it's getting out of your head. It's just not going the fastest route, is it? It's going different routes. I think there has been a few of these things going round recently. It's a bummer Tony is not here. I wonder if Joseph Barclays knows Tony. He might do. He might know him. Might be tricky for you to surf since you don't like to go swimming. Exactly. To me, this is where things differ. To me, swimming's pointless. Like walking, just going out for a walk, it irks me because it's like you can ride a bike and do that faster, or you can drive there faster, or it's just I want to be. If we go for a walk, I want to be at the end of it when we've set off. Basically, it's annoying. I don't want to be faffing about. Let's get it done with, over and done with, and off. You'll have to touch the water at some point. Oh no, well, I don't mind swimming pools. I don't go in the sea. I don't go in the sea, but not for any particular reason. I'm just not that fussed about it. But the workshop swimming pool is a mad enough idea to do anyway. It's all bants, isn't it? It's all bants. I'm not scared of water. It's all water, isn't it? Too many sharks. Hang on a minute, Alex. You didn't tell me there were sharks in that pool at your workshop. I'm not sure I would want to go in that swimming pool if there's sharks in it. Right then. Oh, I suppose I should log on this one. Where is everybody? We've only got 5 people on. Oh, my eyes are only cheap. Oh. Right then. Where's Glyn and Becky recently? Where is Glyn and Becky recently? 771 8872. Sorry, I should have done this before rather than wasting all your time. It's 50 years since Jaws was out, or so I heard on the radio. So Jaws is one of my favouriteest films, which is random. I think we talked about this the other week, didn't it? Or the other month even. In fact, it could have been last year or year before. Because there's some really good photography, cinematography in Jaws. There's one particular scene where there's an argument going off in background, and then there's two people in foreground, and then these people have this thing, and then the camera focuses on these people, and they're doing their lines, and it's just really good, a really good shot that's set up like that. You don't seem to find that stuff in films nowadays. Everything just seems to be not very inventive. Although there is one director, I can't remember who it is, who seems to do cool stuff. I can't remember who he is now, though. Hey dear. I always go for a swim in the sea. It's those other letters to look out for. Well done. Have you seen Sharknado? I haven't. Yes, I have seen Sharknado. There were that spate, weren't they? Terrible films where people were making bad films just for the sake of making bad films. Wasn't it? Wasn't it Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus? I think that was the first of the genre to come about. Is it the one that had Debbie Gibson in it or something? And then there were loads that came out, and then that's why that Snakes on a Plane got made. It all started doing stuff like that. Dick Dastard's not seen it, not this time. I would see Jaws at the cinema. I miss being in the sea / water. Yeah, she doesn't have a shower or anything. Disgusting. The suspense and effects in Jaws were brilliant. No CGI or anything of that sort, of course. Yeah, exactly. It's very, very atmospheric. Yes, it leads you down. It leads you down into a nice calm thing, and then that pulse track, that doo-doo, that'd be cool. Let's go to the seaside, Julie, says Alex. I would love to, Alex. We'll have to go when Alex comes up north. We'll have to go to Whitby and stuff. I was going to say Robin Hood's Bay, but it's a great trek back up. Although they do nice fish and chips. They do that in Whitby as well. Right, enough talking about fish and chips. So who've we got on? So we've got Dr. Ink, Bug Eye, Udjudge. Udjudge has got some random avatars. Golf balls, Mr. Wan Kerr, Joseph Lloyd, Vehicle Consulting Sofa, Beetle Surf, and Windy Today. Let's go with the startings. It's a quiz about Volkswagen Beetles. Who ordered the Volkswagen Beetle to be made? That were an easy starter, weren't it? Question 2. What country tried to sue Hitler and Ferdinand Porsche for copying their idea for the Beetle? It's got to be them. I was incorrect. Question 3. I'll do a rundown after 8. No, 7. No, 8. What were Hitler's specifications for the Beetle? No doubt some people would have been quite happy to say terrible, but someone would buy it. But that wasn't the case. A vehicle during the war that could be easily repurposed. Speed and looks Oh, that's not nice, is it? They're not very fast. Family friendly and could run potentially forever. There you go. There you go. Some more bits there. Moving on to question. I'm getting distracted now. Question 4. How much horsepower did the first Beatles have? Oh God, it's not much. Yeah, 28. Rate lower. If you think about it, the first Minis hardly had any power, did they? Question 5. What was the town names where Volkswagens were built after the war? Oh man. Wolfenstein. Wolfsburg. Or Wolfsburg. You can get hubcaps that have got that symbol on rather than the Volkswagen one. But I think I'm going to get plain moon discs next. Oh. Moving on to question 6. After the war, did anyone want to buy the plans for the Beetle? Oh, but maybe. No. Okay. Maybe that's why they carried on making them for so long. Poor little Beatles. They're feeling like they're unloved now. Was the Beetle the best-selling car in history at one time? Yes. I should do a history of the Beatles video, shouldn't I? Not the Beatles, the Beetle. Oh God, I'm at top. Question 8 coming up. How many Beetles were made to beat Ford's Model T in best-selling car? They all seem like very high numbers, apart from 1 million. Oh, thank God for that. So, halfway through-ish, we've got Golf Balls winning, Mr. Wan Kerr second, Joseph Lloyd Vehicle Consulting Sofa is third, Windy Today is fourth, and Beetle Surf is fifth. We will now move swiftly on to question 9. How many true Volkswagen Beetles were ever made? Oh, I outguessed that. Who's put 101,000 when the question before told you it were more than that? Question 10. Was the Beetle a success in America after the war? I can't think of a film from the 60s and 70s onwards that's American that's not got a Beetle in it. Moving on to question 11, which is the one that follows 10, but it precedes 12. When was the Volkswagen Super Beetle introduced? I know this because I watched a video about these yesterday. That's wrong. It's 71. That is incorrect. It is 71. the Super Beetle, I shall go through what the Super Beetle is. So they changed the front end of the Beetle. In fact, let me show you this picture so you can see what I'm on about. So they changed. Yeah, that is a Super Beetle. They made the front wider-ish. The bonnet area became wider, so they put McPherson struts on the front suspension rather than torsion bar, which meant that the bonnet got wider, so they could have more luggage space. But it meant that the bonnet obviously got chunkier and it looked more round. That one still got a flat windscreen. After that, they started putting a curved windscreen on them that were bigger. Oh, bloody horrible! But yes, so that was definitely 71. So all these 7 people here, you were right, but this quiz is wrong. But luckily nobody got the wrong answer on there. So question 12. Oh, what made the Super Beetle? Oh, have I just spoiled this question? I literally have. There we go. Question 13. What did the Beetle get repurposed into in California on beaches? I say I'd have called them beach buggies, not dune buggies. Baja buggy as well is a similar thing. Question 14 coming your way. What gives the Beetle the Jetsons type sound when driving? No, it's not. It is not. It's the engine. I mean, I disagree with that. Right, so I'll do a rundown after the next question. When did the true Volkswagen Beetle stop production? Wow, I didn't know that. I thought it stopped when the Golf started. Maybe they're on about the Mexico ones. Right, so penultimate question that. So first to third can swap places, and second to fourth can swap places, and that's it. Oh, it's all to play for. What is the difference between a vintage or classic Beetle and the new Bug? Oh, this is going to be one of them where every single answer's right, isn't it? In third place, we have Mr. Wan Kerr. Well done. In second place, we have John Joseph Lloyd's Vehicle Consulting Surfer. In first place, it's obviously me. Thank you very much. I didn't choose that specifically because I'd win. I thought it'd be interesting to see what everybody else would know. So there we go. Sands End has got a fab beach. It does have a fabulous beach. It is a big long beach. There's just not much there, is there? Staves is nice. That'd be a nice place to go to, but you don't like that because there's not much of a beach. Whitby, is that where all the goths hang out? It kind of is, yeah, you're right. Like they have goth festivals, don't they? The Whitby Goth Festival. And it's where Whitby Abbey, it's just obviously Whitby Abbey is like part of the Dracula story and stuff. So there's lots of that. There's lots of that gothy type stuff going on. It's very nice there. It's very, very nice. There's an old part and a new part. It's better when it's not busy. Put it that way. The new part's a bit. The old part's nice. It's got nice little cobblestone streets and what was it? There's a little cafe thing that sells Cornwall pudding, is it, or something? Julie will remember. It's very nice. Oh, there's loads of nice little food places as well. Oh, there's a toy shop that sells a bazillion Hot Wheels. But we're not talking about them. I can't swim, says Simone. That is a shame, isn't it? I can swim. But I prefer to have a boat. Stickman TV's here still. He says, I went in the River Lee yesterday, and hello again. Yes, Stickman TV went on a little day trip out to see. Well, I'm not out of line to say that it was a lady friend, because that's what he told me. He told me a lady friend. So there we go. Make of that what you will. Make of that exactly what you will. Yeah, Matt went to see a lady friend and he got his end wet. That's all I can say. That's all I can say in the matter. We just turned in a 59 Beetle complete with rollback canvas roof. They already tried to sell it to me. It's red with a red interior. That's a good point you're putting up there, and that just sound cool. But I'm looking at carpet ideas and door card ideas and seat cover ideas. Now, Alex did point out that she was the worst person to ask this. I asked Alex, should I do fake fur on the door cards? Or should I do some sort of floral material type thing on there? And Alex, because she's Alex, says fur, because she likes fake fur. If you're not aware of that, Jessie doesn't have any fake fur in her, does she? Jessie might be the only car of Alex's that doesn't have fake fur in it somewhere. How has that happened, Alex? Yeah, there's not any fake fur in Jessie, is there? Random. Yeah, Alex said fur. But I'm thinking, if I'm gonna do fur seat covers, will that be too much fur then? So I might go down the floral material for the door cards, and then some fluffy seat covers. But anyway, what I was talking about is that leads me on to carpet ideas. Now I wanted to do bespoke carpet. I wanted to do my own carpet. But you can get carpet sets quite cheap. So I don't know if there's any point. When things start being cheapish, is there any point in me start doing it myself? I mean, maybe there is. In fact, maybe what I could do, but then I'd have to start stitching and stuff. I don't know. I were gonna make my own, like for a roll end or something. But house carpets tend to be patterned, don't they? Anyway, you can get red carpet sets and all sorts. So yes, that's where I was going with that. What a random delve into my brain that was. So when someone says the bug, it's for a new Beetle. No idea or judge. Not necessarily. That could just be that person's point of view. The new Beetle was called the new Beetle. Yeah. Mark is here. Belayed. Good evening, all. Good evening, Mark. Seems Mark's here. Let's put a little video on. Which one shall we have? This one.
someone asked me, do you believe in reincarnation, Norman? And I said, no, I don't like any sort of condensed milk. But that's not what they were on about. They were on about, do you believe that when you die, you come back as something else? And I said, no, it might look I'd come back as some tissue paper. Well, look where I bloody well am now. Jeebus creepers.
Poor old Norman comes back as like bog roll. They need pesticides. What, to get rid of them bugs? Simone liked Matlock chips. She did. Simone did like Matlock chips. I forgot Simone had been to Matlock. Yeah, we all went on a bit of a trip to Great British Car Journey, didn't we? And then afterwards we went to Matlock. Oh, hang on a minute.
See that out there? That is so Matlock.
It was exactly what we said. Yeah, Simone did like the chips. It was a good, nice local chip shop. That. I want chips now. I want a chip butty. Production of the let's start again, Simon. Production of the Beetle and Volkswagen camper continued in Mexico. Since it was too hot for air cooling, they added a front radiator to the Transporter. Some people say it made it look like something crap. Well, let me have a look. Mexico Transporter. Oh, is it that? Hang on, you can't see it. let me screen share. Oh, hang on, let me drag it over to other screen. Now let me try again. Pop. Is that the one there? Is that what we're talking about, Mr. Dick Dastardly? Yeah, it does look a bit weird, doesn't it? I mean, it's not like they didn't look a bit weird to start with. That's a similar model, but without the whatever that thing is. I'm trying to think which ones I had, because I've had two. I don't think either of mine had that face on them. One of them definitely had that face, I think. So I remember them bumper bits. Maybe the other one did look like that then. Let's have a look. So it definitely weren't a splitty. Ah, yes, it was like that. Yes, it had the wheel on the front. My first one I had the wheel on the front like that, yeah. And then the second one is the one that had the little. Can't find one there, like that. That had the little steps here. Yeah, that was it. The big Volkswagen badge. I don't remember it looking as pig ugly as that though. Maybe it did. I don't think I've got any photos of it, to be honest. I don't know why I'm telling you that. It was that kind of colour. Anyway, stop sharing now. Yeah, so yeah, it was a bit weird. I do like Staithes. I thought you liked Sands End too. They're both different. No, I didn't mean you didn't like Staithes. I mean, because there's no beach, it's just a bay. That's what I meant. Sands End's good. It's just a big beach, isn't it? Means you stop complaining. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying there. I mean, because it looks like it's got a big black moustache. Hey. everybody else is saying hello to Mark. Beetle looks like a modern version of it compared to the new Ford Capri that I was following earlier today. Yes. Yeah, the Capri's not a Capri, is it? Poor bald Jessie. I did have some fur blankets on Jessie's old seat, but the new seat is so nice. Yeah, I'm just surprised you've not got some hidden away somewhere, like in the glove box or something. Bald! Can you get faux fur in Volkswagen tartan and tartan carpet? Oh, you mean like the Golf tartan stuff? Like the GTI stuff? I don't think you can. I've not seen it. Oh, Alex, I've just seen your comment, and I'm I'm probably not going to surprise you by telling you I were already looking for that yesterday. Hey up, Swimmy Stick Matt. I think you need 90s arcade carpet. I have seen some a while ago, Tinterwebs, with like mad carpet like that, and I was looking for something like that. I found sort of like car mats that they might have to do. Yeah, maybe I should put fur carpet in it and mats on top. That'd be fun. You've got fur in back of your Marley, haven't you? Yeah, maybe that's the thing. I mean, none of it's the thing I should be thinking about now. I should be concentrating on other bits. Hello, I am an egg. Oh, well, let's see if we can find someone else that's an egg then.
Hey, you want some tasty avocado? Ooh, come here, baby.
No chicken here, boy. Extra. I'm a dog in a crock. Dog in a crock. At a party. I'm a dancing chicken. You want chicken? Come get some chicken.
Oh dear. Oh, I apologize. I demolished those chips. They were epic. I mean, I remember them being nice, but I can't remember how nice they were. I just remember them being nice. But I really want a chip butty now. Oh, that was such a nice time in Matlock with the cool YouTube celebrities. I don't remember any YouTube celebrities being there. There were only Alex and oh, I know you mean Raimi from Wow TV. Yes, Raimi from Wow TV is a YouTube celebrity, and if not, he should be. My mum is quiet. Maybe she's maybe she's just trying not to embarrass you. Think a visit to Mantor is in order, just to view and walk the abandoned road again. Which one's that, Stephanie? Is that the one? Is that the one that when you get to where when it passes, instead of going on when it's past, you go straight, and it's that one that stops there because it keeps falling down? Is that one? It's because I don't know much about Beatles. Only looks like that because it was water cooled. That's right. And the radiator's at the front. Body coloured rad would have looked better. Boring Beetle live. Lol. There used to be quite a few of Mexican V-dub campers about in summer, but they are a rarity now, all T5s. So a bay window, yes. Tell us more, Simone. Beetles are better. Right, well, now you've done it. Now you've done it, Shirley. Right, I'll find one that's not in Spanish. Right then, let's get playing this then. You've asked for it. You asked for it in a you're not asking for it kind of way. Bop. Bop. In fact, I'm going to join in this one as well. Let's talk about the Beatles actually while we're waiting for this to load up. The Beatles, pop phenomena, huge act. The early stuff I think is quite pants. It's the later stuff when they started going a bit experimental and stuff that I liked. Abbey Road, I still think that's one of the best albums any band's ever done, because the songs on there they're not just pop songs, they're actually proper songs. Like the whole album is fantastic. There's not one song on there that I think this is naff. But things like, I don't know, I can't think of any names or other albums because I've never been that into them. I think Revolver was all right. The White Album was okay. I liked that. I liked Helter Skelter. We covered that as a band a few times. That was good. Back in the USSR, I remember doing that in a karaoke night. I was very drunk. Well, not quite. Well, quite probably very drunk actually. And who was there? It was a works night out. It was me and my boss, and then a couple of other people. And my boss were like, "Come on, Simon, you can do a karaoke." And I'm like, "Oh, only if you're going to do it as well." And she was like, "Yeah, all right then." So then we did Back in the USSR, and I did like proper thrash metal vocals to it. And I think she was laughing too much to be able to actually sing. It was very funny. So yes, there we go. What's your stories about the Beatles? What's your favourite Beatles album? Who's your favourite member of the Beatles? And what do you think was their pinnacle? The other thing that annoys me is when they keep releasing stuff like, was it not Freebird? That was somebody else, wasn't it? Or was that theirs? When they keep releasing lost tracks, it's like they do that with Nirvana stuff all the time. Like, oh, well, it's this live version of Dumb. It's like, yeah, it's crap. That's why they never released it. Ugh. As soon as money's involved. I wonder what happened to Billy's Beetle. What? Mexican campers had color-coded grill. Well, that's better. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, there you go. Poor old Billy. In the war, they made amphibious beetle. Perhaps there's an idea. I'd rather not. Mine are just rot. Oh, everybody's saying nice things to each other. Oh, and then not. New Crappy is a Ford Explorer, which is a Volkswagen. Oh. I'll just leave them two messages there. Where's Pingu and Simon Easton and the Andersons? Well, I don't know where Pingu is. Simon Easton's got other business to attend to this evening. And the Andersons, I've no idea. The Kubbelwagen, later sold as Trekker. You think you lost your love? I saw her yesterday. Where was she? Oh dear. Right, hang on. Let's do this before I start reading all the comments again. So we've got Norma's tits. Oh dear. Dick Enormous. Hard Day's Night. Like a Bus. Number 9. Wolfsburg, Watercool, Yoko Ono, and Stingo Ra. Right, let's go. Ciao. We're doing it, people. Who is not one of the Beatles? What was that? What was that Mickey take of the Beatles that someone did? The Ruttles. I hadn't seen that. My friend used to quote stuff from the Ruttles all the time. Should watch that one day. I have no idea who Barry Wong is. Question 2. Where are the Beatles originally from? I was confused then. I was looking for Liverpool. Question 3. What decade did the Beatles exist as a band? Oh yeah, I'm sure didn't they start? Hang on a second. The Beatles officially formed as a band in Liverpool, England in 1960. Right. Okay, so 1970s when they ended. Maybe it's one of them things. You always think that the Beatles went on for forever, but 10 years. 10 years isn't much, is it? 10 years nowadays is like 3 albums tops. But I suppose then when they started in the 60s, it was that era where in the top 40 you might have the same song by 5 different people, where you'd have some people write it and then record companies would get 5 different acts to record it. So then they'd make money out of those 5 different acts rather than it just being one. That's how it used to work back in them days. Anyway, I'm talking crap again. Moving on, question 4. What was it called when Beatles came to America in '64 and became very popular? Beatlemania. Of course, the question before, when it said where are the Beatles originally from, and it says UK. Did it say UK or England or Britain? Whichever one it said. One of the answers was Germany. Now, that's not 1,000 miles away, really, because what happened was they started off obviously in the UK because that's where they're from, but they went on like a bit of a mini tour in Germany, and that's when they became really popular. And then when they came back to the UK, they could advertise themselves as touring Europe or whatever it was at the time. And yeah, that was one of the things. They became popular from doing the tours in Germany. I think that's where they honed the stagecraft. And then when they came back to Britain, they were the Beatles as you know them from then. Not as I know them, though. What about Susie and the Banshees? What did they cover? Dear Prudence, that's a good track. Sorry. Question 5. What was the Beatles' first #1 hit in the United States? I'm just guessing. I guessed correctly. Oh, look at that. Straight up to number 2. Moving on to question 6. What show did the Beatles appear on in '64, during which 73 million viewers tuned in? Yes! Oof, so close. Moving on to question 7. Who was the lead guitar player? Oh, jeebus. I'm gonna go off piste again. I think it was Netflix. There's a Beatles documentary, I'm sure it's Netflix, that Peter Jackson directed of King Kong and Lord of the Rings fame, that sort of thing. He also did Brain Dead and Bad Taste, but you'd have to watch them to see what they're like. But that was a really good documentary because it gave you an insight into what the dynamics of the band were like and stuff, and it was just interesting to see them working as a group, or not working as a group in some cases. And my favorite Beatle used to be George Harrison, just because of his guitar skills and stuff. But after watching that, I got a whole new respect for Paul McCartney back in the day, because his passion, his ingenuity, his songwriting skills, spot on. Nowadays, I hate any of his stuff. I'll upset Juju, but I think it's boring. But back in the day, I could see watching that documentary were like the driving force in the band. Yeah. It's a good documentary. You should watch it if you're a Beatles fan, definitely. If you don't like the Beatles, still, there's another one. I know some people don't watch telly. Some Kind of Monster, the documentary from Metallica when they were recording Saint Anger. Was it Saint Anger? I think it was. That's really good as well, because that, again, is about a band that's not getting on and they're arguing and stuff, and they get like a mentoring to help them sort of go through things and sort the problems out, and the auditioning for a new bassist, and the producer ends up doing the bass parts. It's really good. It's really good. Even if you don't like heavy metal, if you just like documentaries, you'd like it. Anyway, stop babbling on now, Simon. Question 8. Which song asked all the lonely people where do they all come from? Yeah, I think the later Beatles stuff's my favourite. Question 9. I'll do a rundown after 10. The song Yesterday was recorded by how many different artists? Oh, about a bazillion. 2,500. Jeebus. Question 10. Which movie captures a fictitious day in the life of the Beatles? A Hard Day's Night. I've not watched that either. I have watched a film. Oh, what's it called? Is it How I Won the War? That's got John Lennon in it. That's funny. Not really because John Lennon's in it. The whole concept of it's odd. Like, say there's 10 main characters in it. Every time one of them dies, they just carry on in the film as though nothing's happened. They're just all painted in a specific colour. Like, they might be painted pale pink or pale blue or whatever. So they still carry on acting in the same way. It's just they're just a blank colour. Very strange. About cricket. Moving on now. Oh no, rundown. So Stingo Ra is first. Like a Boss is second. Norma's Tits is third. Yoko Ono is fourth. And Hard Day's Night is fifth. We now move on to question 11. May God have mercy on our souls. The 65 album showed a radical jump in songwriting that inspired artists and blew away critics. I think maybe I need to have a listening to Beatles day at work tomorrow to go through all of them and have a fully formed decision, because I might find that I actually like everything now. Me and Udge have been saying we should go to the Beatles Museum in Liverpool, because Udge has never been to Liverpool. We should arrange that. Moving swiftly on to question 12. Who is Mr. Daly's favourite Beat? What? I don't know. I don't know who that is. It's a 1 in 4 guess, that, innit? I got it right there. Moving on. Question 13. Unlucky for you. Which Beatles album has 30 songs? Yes. Yeah, it's a double album, isn't it? Revolution number 9's on there. Back in the USSR's on there. While My Guitar Gently Weeps is on there. I'm sure there's other ones that people will know about. I can't think any offhand there. We now move swiftly on to question 14. Which Beatles song plays during the opening credits of the show? Like, what? I've no idea. It's got to be that, though. I hate that song. The thing that made me not like that song even more is when The Offspring did, what was it called? Was it called Why Don't You Get a Job? And it's literally just a rip-off of that. Which album is considered by critics and musicians to be the best album of all time? I disagree. Oh, look at that, so close. Question 16. Which album by another group inspired the Beatles to create Sgt. Pepper? Oh, God. Yes. I've just heard Jack run upstairs. Question number 17 coming up. Which song did John Lennon write about his childhood? Oh, I've got it wrong. Damn it. Still so close. Which song features the phrase goo goo gajoop? Is I Am the Walrus on the White Album? Ooh. Question 19 coming up. I'll do a rundown after this. Which Beatle plays guitar, bass, drums, harmonica, organ? He's a musician. He is a musician. Right then, so after the penultimate question, Stingo Ra is first, Oko Ono is second, Like a Bus is third, Number 9 is fourth, and Hard Day's Night is fifth. Now, first and second can change, third and fourth can change, and fourth and fifth can change. It's all down to this final question. Are we ready? I'm getting distracted looking at underneath my car. Go. What is the Beatles' legacy? Oh, God almighty. Why is the last question one of them? That doesn't help, does it? In third place, we have Like a Bus. In second place, we have Yoko Ono. And in place numero uno, we have me. That's 2 quizzes on a trot I've won tonight. That's crazy. How have I managed to do that? Right, where did we get to? You think you lost your love where I saw her yesterday. Avocado. Gaz on a Trike is here, who has recently bought a new car, and I can't remember what he said it were. Was it a standard 10? Nah, that's what he had before. I can't remember what he's bought. Anyway, I'm off on my jollies. I can relax and not interact with those people on the flashing Smistons. Oops, don't. Stephen S. Paul's put loads of eggs. Very trippy. Was that a Crown Vic bacon sandwich? It literally was, Stephen Cook. It was. I put bacon police car, and that's what it came up with. I'm a little bit scared with this video, but I love it as well. My mum is a dancing chicken. She is. She is indeed. What was Simon drinking when he made that video? Well, all I did was piece together nonsense that Alex and her mum sent me. So there you go. Was I just tripping then? Just backtracking a bit. When visiting Whitby, perhaps you should all dress like goths to fit in. Now, this is a thing that I didn't talk about earlier. So, yes, over the weekend, me and our judge went down to Gloucester to see Alex and to go to an alternative market, which was held in Gloucester Prison, which is obviously a closed prison. But yeah, it was fantastic. Walking an old prison, I mean, there's a bit of context. This one's now used as some sort of weird zombie chase, paintball type event thing. So things that are in there aren't necessarily what were in there before. But they've done some rooms that, like, some had an operating table and some had an electric chair and stuff like that. Anyway, obviously you wouldn't have them in there normally. But the actual building itself It was really interesting. Like, it's exactly how you'd expect it. There's a corridor and then some stairs and then more corridors with cells at the side and then stairs and blah, blah. But the brackets that hold the what do you call them? Like, they're not corridors. What would you call them? A floor that's suspended. Landings, I suppose you'd call them. Maybe, I don't know. The brackets that hold those are like big cast iron snakes. It's just really a really cool looking building, and obviously there were loads of bits like there's an old kitchen. Obviously, it's not got kitchen stuff in it, but you knew which bit was kitchen, and there's a fridge in, and the shower block is still a shower block thing. Yeah, it's very weird to walk around somewhere like that, and like the courtyard as well. It's like there's barbed wire still everywhere. So it's just very strange, but very nice. Anyway, what were I talking about? Oh yeah, so we went to the alternative market. Now, with you saying that there, Dick Dastardly, dressing like goth to fit in, I put my dinosaur dungarees on because I thought that's quite alternative. I'm sure I'd kind of fit in with that. But there were quite a few gothy type people in there, and quite a few coloured hair people. Yeah, and I got quite a few people complimenting me on my dungarees because they've got dinosaurs on them, which was very strange to be. I don't know. I was gonna say something that might sound stupid, but I'm gonna say it anyway because that's what I do. To be my age and getting complimented on what you're wearing, it makes weirdness. And Alex has got these amazing leggings that have got spider webs on them. They were proper cool. I know Judge looked nice as well. I just can't remember what it was you had on, or Judge. Were you like just like a ninja again? To be fair, I had a Beetle once. Not sure what model now, but I kept it in a jar till the day I left the lid off. Oh, God. It looked like a Rocky Horror Show tribute, Dastardly. It would do. Beatles, the first boy band, nothing more than that in my insignificant opinion. Yes, they were good. They were a good band, and I think I've got a pretty jaded opinion of the music industry. In some ways, that turn that off before my battery runs out. That I think once you're in the machine, once you've got a publishing company and a record company, it matters less how talented you are and more how much you can be marketed for to make money. I think that's the problem. Certainly nowadays, I don't know if it was the same back in them days. I suppose it was, but yes. I mean, they were good. They could sing well together. They could play well together, and they were good at writing catchy songs. So yeah, they were kind of like all rounders. They weren't like the best at any one thing. They were just really good all round. And I think the fact that they could all sing quite well helped. The White Album is brill. That's one of the few that I've got on CD. I've got Abbey Road and I've got White Album. I think Julie's got Revolver or Hard Day's Night. I think. No, Rubber Soul, I think. What's the one with Norwegian Wood on it? That one's all right. That's it, Wood, says Dick Dastardly to Matt, saying that it looked like a Rocky Horror Picture Show tribute, which is another thing. The Rocky Horror Picture Show film, fantastic. Going to see the stage show. Not too keen. In fact, do people go to the theatre anymore? That's a thing. Me and Julie have been on about doing a theatre night. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should have a channel night out at the theatre. Maybe in that Londinium. I've never been to London and actually done anything while I've been there. I've just waited around for Julie to come out at French consulate, and that's it. The amphibious beetle was called the Volkswagen Schwimmwagen. I went to Whitby dressed as a goth. A bunch of bloody Romans chased me out. Ringo was good with a Thomas the Tank Engine. He was. And that is kind of current news, isn't it? Because the original lady that made the original Thomas the Tank Engine model thing, she passed away this week, didn't she? Yeah. Ooh, number 2, that's like a poo. It is. I know very little about the Beatles. Simone's more of a Michael Jackson person, and I think she likes the Darkness as well. I like the Darkness. What's your favourite Darkness song, Simone? Mighty Cat Mods! Good evening, Mighty Cat Mods. And because you have graced us with your presence, I will put on another song or video, if I can find it. Where the hell is it? Oh, here we go.
There has been news reports that the chicken shop no longer has chicken available, but there is bacon.
You want some bacon? You want some bacon? I'm got bacon for you. Hello? I'm a bit of bacon. Crispy, straight out the pan. We got bacon. No chicken here, boy. Just crispy, extra bacon on top of. Gonna rob all your bacon. Give us all your bacon. Do you want a bacon, Mum? And your avocado. Yeah. That's it. That's it.
Oh dear. Even Mr. Potato Head gets in on that one. Where did we get to? Is it Blitz, Voice of a Generation, brilliant album? I don't know. Did we miss much? No. What's a harmonica? I don't know. There's no harm in a monica. 7th or 2nd. Well done. Fix Stefan. Well done, Mom, says Alex. Face pink, drinking tea. I wish I could see them. I'm from Liverpool. Oh, yes. So there's a thing. Judge, if you've ever met Judge, she goes a lot because obviously she's got a French brain, and sometimes it glitches trying to say English stuff. So sometimes she'll go but when she does, she sounds like she's from Liverpool. It's like I'm from Liverpool, like that. There you go. I went to Liverpool once. Well, tell us about it, Alex. Don't just give us a tiny bit of information and then that's it. Tell us about it. We need to know. Also, well, remember, don't forget, we need to get your mum to go to Matlock, and we'll take her to that train station that's from that Oasis cover. Well done, Simon, says Shirley. Thank you very much. Thank you much. I've never quite been to Liverpool either. Okay. I love Liverpool. I've been to Leeds, though. Leeds. Like an escape. Stephen Cook says like an escape room. What are we on about? Most prisons, oh yeah, like an escape room for the prison thing. Most prisons are closed. That's really the main point. Oh dear. Oh dear. God, Gaz. You should do what you said and listen to the Beatles at work, etc. But maybe you should listen to the artists after Beatles. Oh, you mean like listen to the solo stuff? That means I'd have to listen to John Lennon stuff, and it's just, oh. I have memories of listening to Imagine. Back in me mum and dad's Mark II Escort Estate. I think it was a Mark II. It'd been cold, and I'm sure he had furry car seat covers on it. I'm falling asleep on there. But I can just remember that song being on their little car radio thing. I was going to say stereo, but it weren't stereo. You can't hate every single Paul song. He's done loads, probably. By the way, says Dick Dastardly, I've just realised I'm sitting here without any trousers on. I don't know what happened to... God's sakes. There's a trouser thief. Or is it like on Count Arthur Strong, where there's been a trouser fire? I've booked a holiday in Leeds in August. Why are you going to Leeds for a holiday? It's one of them things, because it's only like 40 minutes up road-ish. What is there in Leeds that you'd go on holiday to? I can't think of anything in Leeds that's that exciting. Now, York, I mean, I suppose Leeds is a good place to go so you can get to York and everything else fairly quickly. York's good. I like York. Wise choice. Dastardly has Motley nicked them. Simon looked dashing in his dungarees. Alex super gorgeous in her leggings, and I looked like a well-dressed potato bag. Could have, for all I know. I don't know what we're talking about. Oh, yeah. Might see you there. Never know. You looked like a hot and flustered lady. She did. It was very warm, and poor Udjudge doesn't deal with the heat very well. In fact, she deals with the heat even less than I do, and I'm on medication that stops me dealing with the heat, and oh my God. Your trousers vanished. Glad I've had working air conditioning with how humid it's been. Yeah, the aircon in my car, we discovered, needs topping up. Although Udjudge has bought an aircon unit for the house. But it does sound like a jet engine. Yes, I'm so hot. Love the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Hang on, you wouldn't go to a pantomime with Stickman. Pantomimes are different. They're for kids. Pantomimes are for kids. Stage shows are different altogether. I went to the theatre and saw Peter Pan in drag. Why were you in drag? Oh, yes, he was. I have gone off the darkness. Oh, I wonder why that is. Speaking of drag, where's Paul? Okay, I'm tripping again. All this bacon makes me hungry. Blimey. Paul's okay. I am shocked. Bacon from a pan. I do all mine in my Smashing Pistons air fryer. As you should, Gaz. Because air frying is the new trend that is seriously way better than an oven. In fact, I'm surprised Rami and Alex haven't gotten themselves an air fryer. Maybe that's what we should get them for Christmas or something. An air fryer. The amazingly amount of things you can do in an air fryer. I'd even cook pizzas in ours if it was big enough to put a pizza in. But we've got two rectangular drawers in ours. You can't really do that unless you get small rectangular pizzas. I suppose you could make your own rectangular pizza. Yeah. Reverend Orde was a vicar at Outwell, outside Westbeck, and the stories were based on the local railway tramway all long gone. What are we talking about? I thought it was a shithole. I think, is Alex talking about Liverpool there? Did you not see the giant map? Is that still there? Because this morning used to be filmed in Liverpool. And for the weather section, there was a giant map, one of the keys. And a guy, the weatherman, used to walk on the map that was floating on the water and then jump across to Ireland and stuff. That was there for a while. I don't know whether they got rid of it. I went to Liverpool once too, picked up 2 sets, not pairs of trike wheels. Yep. Off my dear departed mate, Bob. 2 trike wheels. What is this trike business all about? Explain, Gaz, why trikes? Why trikes? Because surely you've got a disadvantage over 2-wheeled bikes that you can't lean. Or are they designed in such a way that you can lean? I had a Mark II Escort Estate. What colour was it? This one was beige, I think. Jeff Marshall has recreated the Oasis album cover a few years ago at that station. Bless him. Bless him. Don't know what that is. Bodger. Oh, yes, that makes sense now. It makes sense now, doesn't it? So, Shirley, are you a big football fan then? You can buy trousers in Leeds. Yes, nice markets and that. Yeah, there's the Trinity Centre I've talked about before. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. I want an air fryer. You should. You should have an air fryer, Alex. I like my air crispy. Well done. This just being serious. Serious now. Hang on. I'll put me. Oh God. I'll put my serious glasses on. And a pie. In all seriousness, air fryers are one of the things that I kind of like. The hype is well deserved. They cook things quickly, without oil, and they're crispy. And that's the best thing about food, is when it's crispy. Well, when it's supposed to be crispy anyway. It's no good having crispy soup. That's not good, is it? Crispy soup. Who in the right mind wants crispy soup? You have croutons for soup that makes them crispy. That's what crispiness in soup is, not the soup itself. That'd be really stupid. Can you fry air in one? The air is not fried. I own 2 air fryer, one at home and one at the caravan. Oh, check Stefan out. He's got a caravan. They are very versatile. Now, Bangbook says I was talking about Thomas the Tank Engine. So what did I read of Marx that I didn't understand? Bear with me while I scroll back up the chat. Oh, I've no idea where we are. Miles back now. Forget it. Forget it. We're too far down. Oh my God. Here we go. Market building in Leeds is amazing inside. Is that the Trinity? Alex asks a judge, did you go to the museum? I can't remember which museum, but there's one I want to go to. Oh, Jeebus. Are you talking about the Beatles experience, or Judge? There's a trike for sale near me. Do you mean a pedal trike, Simone, or a petrol trike? I had a pink Mark II Escort. Alex has told us about that before. Pink to me is a very underrated colour for a car. Here, listen to this. One of the things that I said that we're going to do with this Beetle is the possibility of every year, every winter, putting it in garage, and then 2 months later, out it pops looking different to when it went in. So maybe one day it'll go in garage and then out it'll pop and it'll be pink. Yeah, I've never had a pink car. I could quite see that happening. The World Museum. I need to look this up now. The World Museum. Discover incredible objects, from around the world, explore outer space and meet live creatures. Oh. Okay. Well, it does sound kind of cool. Yeah, we definitely need to spend some time in Liverpool. There'll be like architecture and all that shit, won't they? My Mark II Escort estate was two-tone blue, light blue lower, dark blue upper. I think my dad's was beige from memory. I mean, I could be completely wrong. I'm sure it were beige. It's funny how you have these. I mean, some people can remember loads of stuff from their childhood and stuff. Like Udjudge is really good at remembering like things from when she was little and stuff in quite big details and stuff. I don't have that. I don't have that memory thing at all about some stuff. But every so often, something I'll just catch and I remember like a small detail, rather than it being like the thing, it's just like a snapshot of time. Like I remember the feeling. The first thing that I remembered was feeling cold, but like the fluffy seat covers. And then that song just reminded me of that experience. And then now I'm remembering driving through town, through Sheffield, but it was before Fargate. The roundabout got all changed, so it was like you could drive straight through Sheffield and down, was it Sniggle or Spitalhill? Might be Spitalhill. And then, yeah, basically straight through on A61 before it went round everything. But yeah, it's just weird. I don't remember a lot of stuff. My memory seems to be terrible for remembering things, but I'm quite good at remembering vivid details of very few things. That sounds weird. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to Leeds tomorrow, says Mark, to visit a customer. It's always sunny in Leeds. I'm trying to think if that's a truth or a lie. Every time I go to visit Paul, who lives in Rochdale, which is the other side of Pennines, if I set off from here and it's sunny, it'll be raining over there. And if I set off from here and it's raining, sometimes it's sunny over there. The pipe! Exactly. And it's not just a pipe, it's a pen. Some people ride and race bikes, I ride and race trikes. Different set of skills, innit? One day I'll have one on the roof when I get to a car thingy. I have seen one. The very first time we saw your car, Gaz, was at the Motorist in Leeds. I think you were talking to Boaty that time, and I've not seen Boaty for years now. But yeah, I remember seeing a trike on back of your standard, and you've got like little adverts and stuff on it, haven't you? It was very cool. Oh my goodness. Ivor Howard is here. Greetings, Ivor. I hope you've been doing well. It feels like an age since we last saw you. Let's play a video in Ivor's honour.
You got to smash that like button.
In the face!
Like a boss!
Smash that like button, button.
In the face!
Like a boss!
Yes. Alex, ask a judge. Well, I can ask a judge, don't I? Oh, judge, send Alex a picture of our conservatory that you've painted, because I'm sure it's the same colour that Alex's unit is. The World Museum thing. I miss my little halogen. What happened to that? I'm sure I've seen that, and then I've not seen that. Did it blow up or something? I have a frying pan. Is that near enough? It is not, Dick Dastardly now. My halogen cooker does me just... Maybe it's Simone's halogen cooker I've seen. Air fryers, really though, Simone, they are brilliant. We have the magic hob. We do. My God, this is turned into a kitchen appliance live stream. We've got an induction hob, because our ultimate goal is to get rid of the oven completely. Well, the gas oven we've got, and just have a halogen hob and maybe an electric oven, and I'll fit that somewhere. But yes, Udgy just bought an induction hob, and it's so amazing how fast it heats up the saucepans. It's so good, really good. I'm impressed. The only problem is our saucepans, the ones we've got on non-stick, and that fake bacon stuff, that this is not bacon, sticks to him really fast. So you've got to be like constantly moving the bacon bits around. A posh one, 2-tone metallic blue. Oh God, hang on, I need to. I'm jealous of Bad Books because he's going to think hob with a ha, not a n. In the words of Meatloaf, out of the frying pan into the fire. Kirkgate Market. Oh, okay. Petrol-powered trike. I am an anti-triker. Not only do a lot of people chop beetles up to make trikes because, like, everything's in one place, it's like super easy. Like you can literally just chop down the middle of a beetle. Use the back bit for the power and the front bit for the motorbike bit. They just seem to be. A worst of both worlds sort of thing. Petrol trikes, like they're too big to fit through gaps, and you can't lean round corners. But they're not enclosed and stable like a car. It's like the Robin Reliant, but the Robin Reliant's better, weirdly. Can't believe I just said that. There's a Beatles museum. I'd like to go there. Do you know there's a Beatles museum? It's called the Beatles Experience. I told you about it. All I did in Liverpool was sleep. A pink beetle could miss looking like a big, large-wheeled buttock. Let's see if anybody else has done a pink beetle. Oh, they're all Barbie pink. That's not what I do. Oh man, that one looks gorgeous. Hang on, let me share this picture. I love my beetle. I honestly, I can't believe that it took me this long to buy something like that. Look at that. How sweet's that? Oh, man. And then mirrors on there. Apparently they're called swan neck mirrors. I quite like them. Not on mine, though. Not on mine. I've got them bumpers to put on. I like these chrome bits as well. Like mine's got this chrome across top, but these bits are kind of cool. I think if I put too much stuff like that on mine, because it's not one of the old slopey headlight ones, it'd look a bit too try hard. That purple one looks good though. Interesting. Yeah, stop sharing that now. I was also thinking yesterday that where were we? We saw a car. Might have been at NEC. Oh yeah, it was NEC. It was a something or other done gasser style, so like front end were right high and stuff. But the windows were tinted red. So it's not that you couldn't see through them. They weren't dark tinted, they were just tinted red. And I'm thinking maybe I'll do something like that on the Beetle. Like tint the windows like what goes well with orange. Like would red work? Or green? Don't know. But just like a funny colour. Rather than just being darker, just a colour. Oh, so many ideas bubbling in my head. Up and Down had a pink Max Power Peugeot 206 GTI on his dyno not long ago. Pink is a good colour. I'd worked with a chap with a Concourse Pink Beetle, beautifully kept car, not seen it in years. By the way, my mum's friend had an orange Volkswagen Beetle, and I believe it was a 71k registration. I remember having it a couple of rides in it. I wonder if it's still around anywhere. Is it maybe it's the same one as I've got, Dick. I went to the National Museum of Pop Music when it was in Sheffield. The building is now part of Hamilton University. That is cool, Stefan. I went there with my mate. Yes. Now, what did they call it? I can't remember what they named it. Basically, it's 4 round buildings, and the aircon system works in such a way that the top had got like an air inlet, and it used to move towards the wind direction. It was a really good idea. It had an outside stage bit with power and stuff, and yeah, there were four rooms inside. I think there was a punk exhibition on when we went. Oh yeah, I remember that. It's a shame it closed down. This is the thing. It's like stuff like that to me should be nationally funded. Things like that should be nationally funded so they don't close, because they're important. It's important to have these things that people might not necessarily think about, but one day they'll go, oh, I wonder what's in there. It's free to go in. I'll just pop in. And it opens the mind. And then we get to a culture where the community is open-minded about stuff, rather than it just be like, I like to bet, like National Museum of Popular Music closed down. I'm sure it was only like 2 years it were open before it shut. I bet you if they opened a bloody Love Island or Married at First Sight museum, it'd be rammed all the time with loads of freaking idiots wanting to see bloody, I don't know what, breasts, I'll tell you, breasts and pecs. Anyway, I think rain is forecast for Leeds in the morning. I have a pipe, I have a pen. Pipe, pen. See what Ujudge is doing there is reciting, I have a, what is it? I have pineapple, I have a pen, pineapple pen. I have an apple, I have a pen, apple pen. Pen, pineapple, apple pen. Is that what it is? Pineapple. Yeah, pen, pineapple, apple pen. Shut up, Simon. Ujit says hello to Ivor. Like a bus. Yeah, don't forget to click like. In fact, let's play this as well.
Thank you for donating. You're amazing. You're amazing. You're amazing. Thank you for donating. You're amazing.
I know nobody's donated, but people are members, and that's as good as. So thank you for becoming channel members. Not only does it provide a tiny bit of funding, so I can carry on spending way too much money on cars, but it also means I can say the word members a lot. And the more times I can say the word members in a genuine sort of way, the more fun it is. Members. Where did we get to? Oh, heck, that were a long time ago. The motorist with Boaty and Mustard. It was. That was the first time out of 2 events I've ever seen Boaty at. And I think that's the only time I've ever been at Paul Mustard was there. Mustard goes to very few events as well. We need to try and grab Mustard and get him to come to some Smashing Pistons stuff. The oven stopped working a year or so ago. Have I been to your house before, over a year ago? Because I swear I remember seeing a halogen cooker. Unless it's Simone, it might have been Simone's. Apple pen. Induction is the best. Induction is the dog's bollocks. I see photo, very nice. Yes, looks similar colour to workshop. Haha. Nice and fresh. Cats look happy. Cats always look happy because they're just bosses about. My first car was a Vauxhall Corsa C in City Red. And that was like a soft pink. Yeah, why is it the Vauxhall Corsa sent to turn red from red to pink like faster than any other car? Oh, that pink car got the same chrome bit as Sherby. Yes. If you haven't watched it, watch my Lock Park video. Not only will you see my Beetle before it was mine, but there's another Beetle there called Sherby, which was yellow. And they did it in the theme of sherbet lemon. So the gear knob is a lemon. The car itself is yellow, obviously. And then on the one I showed you where the chrome goes across and then down at little angles, it got like a vinyl in there that had got lemons on it. It was really cool. And there's a couple of ideas that they've done that I'm going to pinch for mine, so I'll not say anymore. You could put chrome bits and have pumpkins pattern or something, or you could call it pumpkin. Now, thank you, Audrey. This is one thing that I was supposed to be doing earlier, and I completely forgot. So I did a post on YouTube. Oh, I can't believe I forgot this. So I asked for people's names, not people's names. I asked people to come up with names for the Beetle. Now I've got my own selection, but I wanted to see what other people had come up with, so I'll just go through them now. When my phone decides it's going to load up, come on, you fecker. Oh my days! Honestly, it's like. Do you remember when the first mobile phones came out? I swear my phone thinks it's still that time now. Bear with me. We'll be there in a sec. Here we go. We're getting there. Right, so the names that people have come up with. So Emma Jacobs came up with Clementine. Gaz said he thinks that names are something that should be earned over a period of time, which I kind of agree with. Dinosaur Dad, Ross, said Dobby. It's the girl from Peep Show. She drive a Beetle like that. Dobby is quite a good character on Peep Show. Yeah, I'll not go into any more detail other than she's like a sexy geek, but not sexy, if that makes sense. Mighty Cat Mods, who were in here, said Outspan. Good idea. Sam's dad, always 888, said Bernard the Beetle. Mark said Atomic from Atomic Orange. I can't remember what that is. Orangina said Bill. Gina was down on on my list. Steve Blackline said Oompa Loompa. Simon Easton said the Flymo. Two's Countries Adventures said Jasper, as in carrot, due to it being orange. And then they also suggested Juice or Juicy, as in Beetlejuice, Tango, Amber, or Karen said pumpkin. Digby said Stephen S. Paul. Duncan Letts said Alex. Goblin 457 said Ben. So there were quite a few suggestions. In fact, why is it only showing me there's some other ones? I'm sure Alex made a suggestion. Oh, Dick Dastardly said Das Beetle. That or else Brian the Beetle. Alex said Zeti, because the number plate is XET, or Zeti the Beetle. Very good. That's the only one. For some reason, Alex, you wouldn't show me your message before. So yeah, there are a few suggestions on there. The two that are in my mind still are Helga or Bridget. Now, I'll tell you why Bridget, if I'll show you. So, there was a film in 1927 called Metropolis. Let me share my screen. I'll try and find the relevant section. Right, I'll have to drag that over there, won't I? Blank. Oh, God. Right, Metropolis. So, is there a picture of her? So the person that played the main character is Bridget Helm. So Bridget, I kind of like that name. But there's a Metropolis picture where she's got one eye shut. And the Beetle reminded me of that the other day because I took one headlight out. Watch me not be able to find it now. I thought it was quite a famous picture. Well, it feels like we're going around in circles here. Oh, anyway, you get the idea. You get the idea. Yeah, so Bridget is the other one. So Helga or Bridget are my two winners at the moment. Yes. I think Bridget's just slightly ahead. But I'm open to suggestions. When I actually do decide on a name, I'll do a video announcing it. Make it a giant pumpkin on wheels, don't think so. Yes, my dune buggy has light red tinted front windshield. It's all right, I guess. Tony's biggest fans. Do you like Tony? I like Tony. Do you mean for a name for the car or just in general? Thank you for donating. You're amazing. And then Tony the Coconut says nothing. It's just not the same without Tony. He'll be back. Don't worry about it. I must be special because he calls me a knob, not a member. That is true. That is true. Every time Matt does a live stream that I join, I just put oi knob. Gold member. Gold member. Cross member. Very good, Matt. I got a seduction hob. Didn't want it, but couldn't resist. Very good, very good. By the way, upon first hearing Pride of Longbridge, did anyone else think it was an LGBTQ event? I was watching a documentary about a serial killer. I can't remember which one it was now. No, I can't remember which one it was. But they were like, oh, there were a body found at the side of this tree. And I'm like, hang on a minute. That's the tree that we were parked near at Pride Longbridge. Obviously not at the same time. I think a name is earned, especially if it's a long-term automobile relationship. I agree. Gay pride cake, IKEA. That's a good LGBTQ event. I haven't been to IKEA for ages. You could call it Red Leicester, except it's not red. Yeah, but I like your idea. I'd like a green beetle. Now name it Urbe. Very good. Very good. Yes. Urbe. Yes, Metropolis, great film. It is. It is. It's arguably the first sci-fi film. Yeah, I'm trying to think of ways we can incorporate films into the community. Unless we all pile around to Matt's house every Saturday. Every time I open YouTube on my TV, it plays the same song. It's not even the last video that was on. Toshiba smart TVs are dodgy. Ooh. Bridget sounds good. Meetups needed. Who's got some thoughts? Yeah. If anybody's got any ideas for meetups, fling them our way. We are supposed to be doing on the 20th of July. Let me just double check I've got that date right. Sunday, the 20th of July, at the Great British Car Journey, we're supposed to be having a combined Alex's Assets and Smashing Pistons meetup. I have contacted Great British Car Journey. I have yet to hear back from them. So I may find myself contacting them again or just driving down one day. Just asking for a little corner of the car park for channel people. Tizer is orange, isn't it? I am not calling that car Tizer. Red Leicester is not red either. Yeah, but the point is you wouldn't call it Red Leicester, would you, if it's orange? It doesn't make sense. Movie night! Mrs. Weasley. Lucasade is orange. That is true. Lucasade is orange. It is. No one likes a smart TV. This is true. Well, we've got past 10 o'clock. That's 2 hours of waffling. So all that can remain to be said. Sure, comments on stage. Oh, so that. Yes, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for joining. It's been delightful as always. Hope you've enjoyed the quizzings. I hope you've had ample time to look at these pictures of my car when it was in pieces. Oh, look at it there. Really nothing on it. There's a mucky door card. I think it should be a clean door card next. Nope, still a mucky one. There you go, clean door card-ish. One of them door cards is currently in my spare room being flattened by a load of weights. Not that that's very interesting for you to know. So, yes, thank you for joining. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, leave a comment. All that random shit. Has anybody else said anything exciting? No, people are saying good night. Yeah. 2 hours of escape for some of us. Good. Yes, Matt. I'm happy to provide that service. Yeah, and we do need more meetups. I'm gonna play out with a video. Which video shall I pick? Someone pick a video in the comments, and I might pick that one. I might pick a different one. The skimpy little towel I'm wearing after my shower is orange, but luckily there's no name from that to help. Gazza's Modesty. That would be a good name for a car. Skimpy the Beetle. Happy New Year, everyone, says Stephen S. Paul. Show off with his towel ownership, exactly. Lampshade. Simone's won by picking the lampshade video. Right, where is it?
Where the bloody hell has it gone? It should be easy to recognise. It's got a lampshade on it. The hell? What the flip's going on? Why are all... No, it's there. Bloody hell. Right. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Lampshade. Everyone loves a lampshade. Lampshade. Buy 'em while they're nice.